down to my last penny. I still gotta. I know I gotta.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got Joshua Palmer. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Ready. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Steeler defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They got to do both.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Shoves him aside near the 35. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Herbert off of play action. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Pickett. Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Pickett right back to the air again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. First and 10, here's Pickett. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Pickett now from the gun here. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Mixon bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Chris Olave. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Chris Olave. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
23 yards on the play. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Pickett. That's complete to Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offer can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pickett back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give it to Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another try for Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The final shot before the break for Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A final shot before break. Herbert. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. Put an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. And my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I get. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pickett now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. Now a 2nd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. Here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. and someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw again with Pickett. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Pickett. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Pickett sets up play action. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Austin is there and brings in another one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Off play action. Pickett. And he's got Pierce. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. From the gun, here's Pickett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back in the 14. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 20.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They snap it to Herbert, rolling to his left. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. Deontay Johnson. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now like, congratulations. But why isn't it me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He finds Robinson. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
third down. Here's Pickett.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Pickett to throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Alec Pierce from a yard out. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here's Pickett.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Herbert.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
We'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 4. Herbert going to throw. Open man downfield, it's Palmer.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Let's do this, man.
Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
59.
Throwing, Herbert.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
One final shot for Pickett. That's to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Los Angeles, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.